It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the seventh-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the third team in 3 years for Wentz and the fourth starter in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full 17 games, leading the Colts to a 9-8 record and almost into the playoffs.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
From the 25 on second down, Wentz. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. They'll be commanded by their 6'3" quarterback from Central Michigan, Cooper Rush.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Rush. That's caught. It's James Washington. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Here's Gibson to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Wentz. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now Wentz. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive, their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rush. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rush. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Rush to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw is Rush. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rush. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Rush. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Logan Thomas was an interesting name to watch coming into 2021, but injuries limited him to just 6 games. If he can stay on the field, Washington really likes what he can do coming off of his breakout in 2020. There's a first down catch right there.
Wentz now on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Wentz. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Wentz now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 13 yards out. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rush. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A handoff left, Elliott. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Lamb on the end around. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Rush. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Carson Wentz leading the Commander offense back to the field. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Wentz now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. The last series for him a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. All right, go get them now.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Rush. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Rush. Step nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Yeah. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll run with Gibson. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Gibson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Slide for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing here, Rush. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Rush. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
It's one play at a time, baby.
2nd and 8. Back to throw, Rush. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Rush to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Rush. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rush. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Maher is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 27. On play action, it's Wentz. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Wentz. Flushed it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the 36, rush. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Hey, what we got? Get it, guys. It's all like popcorn. Come on, man. It's all like popcorn.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Rush's throw pulled in by Lamb. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for Washington. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Sly on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Throwing after the interception. Rush. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Operating from the gun. Rush. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lamb. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wentz. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. They'll set up a throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Rush. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards, halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 10th carry now for Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, rush. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st down, Wentz. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go now, let's go.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Wentz. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rush. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rush to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Gibson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now Rush. Left side to Lamb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Back to throw Rush. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Washington on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Rush. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd down at 7. Back to throw. Rush. That's caught again by Schultz.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 44, rush. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Rush. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, rush. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rush. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown Brown. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wentz going to throw. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Wentz again. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Rush. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Rush. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Rush. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Rush. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3.
So he's good with that one, but remember, he did miss one earlier, and right now that's the difference in the ballgame.
And he knows it all too well, but also understands he can't dwell on it. He's got that one through. That's what counts at this point.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now the Cowboys down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning.
Throwing here, Rush. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Washington. And he goes out right around the 39. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Able to find Gallup, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. Complete. Pollard, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Back to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Rush. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Come on, y'all. Let's get going. Back up, man. Back up. That's right. If we don't make a play, we're not going to win. Come on, baby. Let's get up.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Rush. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Marr on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Wins his throw complete there to Thomas.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.